Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Thomas.
And I'm Mary Thomas.
I'm Thomas and Thomas PC, also known as the Sales Tax Sisters. And today we're going to talk about how to choose the right consultant.
And the answer varies because everybody's personality is different. And so this is something that should be used when you pick not only a sales tax consultant, but your attorney or your doctor or
Anyone who's providing services,
your
to
hairdresser, anybody who provides any kind of service. First step is clarity. How clear is this person's communications with you? I think we've all been in a situation where you thought you were getting X when really the person thought they were providing you with Y. That's something that you need to talk to your consultant or the person that you're dealing with up front. I find that a lot of times people will, it reminds me of being in Catholic school, because I'm a Catholic school girl. I was sitting up in an algebra class and everybody would pretend that they understood what was going on. And so I was the, I guess, obnoxious little kid who would tell the teacher, I don't understand it. And she would always ask me, which point do you want me to go back to? And I would always tell her, line number 2. Because, you didn't do the little equations. And I didn't understand it. And one day she's a human being. She got frustrated with me. And what I noticed is that after class, a lot of people walked up to me and said, we want to thank you because you're the person who always slows it down and always asks the questions that we want to ask, but we're too afraid to do it. I find that that's the way a lot of people deal with topics that they aren't comfortable with. Sales tax being one of those topics. You want to be able to talk to someone who cares about the fact that you need to understand it. Not just within an audit context, but after the audit is over. You need to understand what is going on. So I would say that's the first thing I would always tell people is this person communicating with you in a way that you understand? And when you ask a question, do they slow it down to make sure that you do understand it? Because every client that we have, I always tell people, if I tell you something and it doesn't feel right, something may very well be wrong with it. It may not have been explained correctly, or there may be a fact that I don't know, and you do, that changes taxability. So that's the very first thing.
It's a collaborative process. You know your business, and your consultant needs to understand your business in order to effectively advocate for you. But it's a collaborative process. It's a give and take kind of thing. They have questions. You need to answer them professionally. And you have questions. They need to answer your questions professionally. So that all goes back into comfort level. How comfortable are you with the person who's providing you with the service? If you don't rub along well together, then maybe it's not a good fit. And that's okay too. It doesn't mean it's your fault. It doesn't mean it's their fault. Maybe you just don't click.
And another piece of that comfort level, because that's the overarching thing, is how responsive is this person to you? There are some times that different people of different generations have different communication styles. Do you like the text? Do you like the email? Do you like a phone call? Let whoever you're dealing with know what your preference is.
And the other thing is, if you call or email or text and they don't get back with you, that's an issue. Your consultant needs to be responsive to you and your needs. If you have a question on Monday, it doesn't make sense for someone to not answer it until Friday.
2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Because things happen. And that's the thing, and this is part of comfort level, is that you can have a situation, people go on vacation.
That's right.
Disasters happen. We're going through people go through natural disasters all the time.
Or just life in general, things can sometimes pop up.
Yes.
But you need to know, you need to have a relationship, a rapport that is already established, that if your consultant doesn't respond to you, within, a relatively normal time frame in terms of turnaround, there's a reason why. And you feel comfortable enough letting them know, hey, listen, I sent this to you, but I haven't heard back. Is everything okay? But that all goes back to comfort as well as trust.
Exactly.
You have to be able to trust that they are advocating for you in the best possible manner. You have to be able to trust that they understand your business, and if they don't understand something, that they will ask you about it. It's about trust, and it is about comfort and clarity.
Exactly. And if something doesn't feel right to you, if you feel like you aren't being serviced the way that you want to be serviced, then that's a conversation.
That is a conversation.
And you have every right to do what you need to do, because ultimately you are the person who is being serviced. And so with that, I think that's really how you know how to pick a consultant. Go in, talk to several people, do your homework, ask questions, see if you like the responses. People run their businesses in different ways. I'm part of several roundtables where, people have different philosophies about the way in which they communicate. Some people, you can pick them up and they have somebody answer the phone. Other people, they really want you to follow the email funnel. They really want you to follow the text funnel. What works for you? Mm-hmm. It's a style thing. Mm-hmm. It really is. It's a style thing. And so with that, we hope that helped you a little bit try to demystify how do you pick a good consultant.
And if something isn't working, it's okay to change.
It is.
Okay? It's okay. And it doesn't mean that they're wrong. It doesn't mean you're wrong. Sometimes it's just not a good fit.
Exactly.
And that's okay too.
And pay attention to those warning bells. It's a gut thing. Pay attention to those warning bells early, so that you can make sure that you get what you need out of the process.
Exactly.
So with that, if you like the video, please thumbs up, consider subscribing, or do subscribe. And for everybody who looks at our channel and is subscribed, we really, really appreciate it. If you have any comments, just drop them down in the box.
Yeah. Everybody have a great day.
Thanks.
Bye.